know that we gotta document a lot of stuff here. We gotta record. It's sad though, man. It's not sad, but like I think it's like messed up. So anyways, I was like I was looking at a rapper, you know, and you know the rappers out here, they're working with the police, man. All your favorite rappers are working with police, like the famous ones, like doing psyops, psychological operations. So there was this woman who was like a rapper, and she was famous. She had like a big butt and like big tits, and she was like you know when I said the police used to use people that were incarcerated to do their dirty work. Yeah, well, this woman, she was like a hooker a long time ago. And they were using her, and like I was looking at her, and a lot of the tactics that the police do is intimidation. They kind of take away your stuff, or the stuff that you want to do or you want to listen to. Is like I'm telling you, man, the government here in the United States is like this full-blown Nazi government now. And so like think of it like this. If you ever get like a police or a sheriff mad at you, they'll start doing things to you. They take away your opportunities, all the stuff you want to do. They block you from doing anything. I had to go with a lady in Canada. She was like a witch doctor in Canada. And she said to me, she said, "Oh, look what you got here, Ruben. Look at what you got here. You got like a woman, you got like these officers really pissed off at you. And they're blocking all your opportunities and stuff. And it doesn't look right, but this has been going on for a couple of years, my friend. A couple of years. I live over here in Canada. Like, what the heck did you do? I'm over here in Canada, and the whole situation with the Canadians is a whole different story than what's going on over there in the United States of America. And she was telling me about what's going on with Canada. And so like she said, "Look, Ruben, these people are murderers, and they work for the government, and they're cops. And if we continue, well, not if you continue, they are to the point where they want to kill somebody. They want to murder people. These are police officers that have murdered people. And what I'm looking at here in the tarot cards is that they're blocking all your stuff with the government, using all these legal procedures. And this has been happening for years. from what I could tell. And one time you told them something, and you wanted to find out who it was that was doing the stuff. You told them, hey, I'm gonna kill myself. And so what happened there is that it showed that they were actually looking forward for you to commit suicide by cop. Like in the way that they were, in the way that they were working together, they were coordinating the stuff together with a lot of people, and they already set up a whole situation where they were waiting for you to commit suicide, and they wanted to see you actually get buried in the cemetery, and they wanted to see your family, in that situation, like your whole family. And I was like, really? These are really bad people. These are really bad cops. So yeah, it's been going on for a couple of years. This is not the first time. It says here in the cards. Well, I'm looking here in the cards, and the tarot cards over here in Canada. And that's what he was saying to me, the lady. And there was a woman, and she was like a rapper, and she said, go outside. And the lady said with the tarot card, she said, what that woman was trying to say is that the cops, she was working with the cops, and she was trying to intimidate you or trying to trigger you psychologically to get upset. And this isn't the first rapper. There was a bunch of black people that were working with the police officers, and there were rappers, and what this is looking like is Tupac and Biggie, man. Tupac and Biggie. And that's what the Canadian fortune teller told me. And the Canadian fortune teller was telling me all kinds of stuff. She said, this woman she was saying all kinds of bullshit. But the thing is here, that we're looking at the cards, the tarot cards, and it shows here this woman has murdered before. She's actually somebody that the police trust to do the dirty work for the government. They're hiring criminals, Ruben. They're hiring black people that are rappers and have committed crimes before, like murder. And I'm looking at here at the cards. It shows here, Ruben, shows here that not only did they manage to contract rappers. There was one rapper that told you to turn off the TV because the police officers were actually raiding your home, and they were turning off everything. They were turning off your TV, your radio, everything. They were blocking access here in Liberty County, blocking access to anything. I was like, oh yeah. One time I made fun of this politician, and they started censoring their speeches. They said, well, yeah, the police officers were doing the exact same thing as the politician. Can you tell me more about this politician? I'm over here in Canada, Ruben. In Canada. It's a whole different story here. We're nice people in Canada. And then I told her about the politician over here in the United States, and they said, yeah, that politician was a really old man. He got really mad because I said something to him. And then he was like chasing me around stalking me, and he was looking for a way to put me in prison. And then he started telling me about Guantanamo Bay and what they would do to Muslims and stuff like that. And like, I was like, man, this guy's really racist. Well, the fortune teller from Canada then told me, he's like, Ruben, say no more. Say no more. Here, we're looking at the politician. See, this politician isn't a normal politician. This politician is a really bad person. And they were using this politician to say all kinds of stuff to you. This politician was being used by the police or the government to harass you. They were looking for a way for you to get upset so that you would end up going to prison or something bad would happen to you. And that now, my friends, I cannot trust the government. I don't trust anybody. But let me tell you one thing for sure. I went to the store and I saw some dude looking at me funny, and he was looking at a police officer who was doing the weird shit they used to do to me, like coordinating, like they were coordinating around him, and his eyes were like they were like crazy person's eyes. He was just looking, and he realized that they were watching him and doing weird shit to that dude. And at first he thought that, you know, it was cool, but I could tell by the look in his eye that he had no idea what they were actually up to. That what they actually had done to the dude is really fucked up, man. They were brainwashing the dude. And that's why he had the crazy eyes on him. He was like, he had like his eyes open like that. And he looked at me. And that's the second time I saw the dude. One time and the second time. And I can't believe it, folks. I can't believe that they did that to that dude, man. He had a beautiful wife. And like, I was trying to talk to his wife and stuff, but then I noticed something weird, that his wife was doing the same shit to the people, and his wife was probably doing the weird shit to him, along with like the police officers and bullshit. And I thought this was really fucking crazy, man. That lady really wanted to get married, to the point that she ended up doing something to some dude. Like to some dude, and that woman wanted to get married because she had gotten a divorce and she had a kid, and she ended up doing this weird bullshit to to her next husband. And you could tell by that look in his face that you know, that this was some weird bullshit that I couldn't even tell anybody about it. It's weird shit, my friend. And you know, the Canadians are over there watching the rappers talking shit.